People in Williamsburg rallied together this afternoon calling for racial equity and finding a way to move forward and heal from our country's past. News 3 reporter Antoinette Del Bell has more on their message.
You are alive right now.
Johnette Gordon Weaver's family history is deep-rooted in the city of Williamsburg, one of the first planned cities in the Virginia colony.
Black people have been relocated, my family, at least 3 times.
As a descendant of slavery, she's now on a personal mission to seek reparations.
It's not so much that I personally am seeking to have a debt paid as here's the lump sum of money, but I am looking for justice.
With the colonial Williamsburg Capitol building as a backdrop, local activists, leaders, and community members came together for a rally calling for racial healing and reparations, the act of making amends with the city's painful past.
In Williamsburg, laws were passed in the 17th and 18th century to enslave, to disadvantage, and to disenfranchise people based on the color of their skin. It is time for Williamsburg and the nation to be healed.
To begin to heal the racial divide, Lauren Miller says we have to shed a light on the country's history of racism.
Because if we don't acknowledge it, we can't get through it or get past it, and just acknowledge how history has put certain groups of people at a disadvantage.
The inequities are staggering.
Jessica Sapalio, a social justice co-chair at her congregation, WUU, is working to reform the legal system and repair the racial injustices she says still exist today. She's fighting to end mass incarceration that she says here in Virginia is at a rate of 6 times higher for Black people compared to their white counterparts.
Mass incarceration is just one more way that we continue to oppress Black people. Here in Virginia alone, Black people make up about 18% of our population, but are about 58% of our jail and prison populations.
And the work of these activists is not over yet. They're now working to create a task force made up of community members and local leaders to help continue the conversation on reparations and change. In Williamsburg, Antoinette Del Bell, News 3.